central bank digital currency? What is that?
So it's a currency issued by the central bank, which is a privately held institution, and the head of the International Bank of Settlements, the IBS, says that he wants the money to be programmable.
Central bank will have absolute control on the rules and regulations that will determine the use of that expression of central bank liability.
They can program the functions of the money at any moment. So they can tell you how much money you can spend on me. They can tell you, hey, if you don't behave on social media, well, you don't get to spend any money for the next 3 days at your penalty. And if you're insubordinate towards the government, well, we'll just freeze your bank account. Like what happened in Canada, as we know it. They froze the truckers' bank accounts because they were protesting, and everybody associated with them. So yeah, central bank digital currencies are the Trojan horse for the ultimate totalitarian control of the world. I don't think it'll ever hit global scale, but it can hit regional scale. You can have the European Union completely under the ECB, which is the European Central Bank. You can have North America under the New York Fed. You can have different places running through kind of conglomerates or clusters. But at the end of the day, it's a group of dudes in a room making all the shots, making all the calls. Chamath says it himself. Chamath says it's 150 dudes that run the world. No women, 150 men. They run the world. And he says, I want to be in that fucking room. So a lot of people are trying to get into those rooms for ultimate power for some reason. But if people think that there's nobody out here trying to steal your food, steal your lunch, take you for all you're worth, you must be delusional. But every empire falls. Rome fell. And Rome fell when they began to print money out of thin air. What were they doing? Well, they used to have silver and gold coins, but because they weren't pillaging and conquering enough nations, they weren't able to accrue enough gold to continue stimulating the economy. So what would they do? They diluted the golden coin. They would introduce metal, right, to dilute the coin. So first it started 95% gold, 5% metal. Then, or like 90% gold, 10% metal. So the price or the value, right, the intrinsic value of the coin goes down because you're introducing something that is useless. And it got to the point where it was basically 0.1% gold, 99% metal, and the Roman Empire fell. Every great nation falls the moment you allow private institutions to take over monetary policy. Debt is the ultimate form of slavery. All money that is issued in the fiat system is debt. The money in your bank account is debt. The money in my bank account is debt. Who owns it? You don't. You just have the right of use for it. At any moment, they can freeze your shit. What are you going to do?